What's up, guys? Winter Kills. We are back with another deck profile, and today we got Burning Abyss. This is a build that I based on a buddy of mine who just went to the Toronto Regional this past weekend and got 13th place. So, that's obviously really well. He played Burning Abyss, obviously, and this build is very similar to his, besides a few cards, and I'll go ahead and explain to you what those were when we get to the end. And I'll explain a lot of the choices made and certain cards, and yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. So basically it was just, standard Burning Abyss, nothing too incredibly different as far as right now. So we got 3 Tour Guide, 3 Sir, 3 Graph, just your standard monsters, 3 Skarm, 3 Levick. Some builds play 2, some builds play 1. I personally don't agree with that at all. This card is so amazing. Helps make the triple Dante or the double Dante Acid Golem OTK so much easier. Basically, when you open Tour Guide and like a Graph and a bunch of monsters, you can like OTK as long as you can mill like a Farfa, or you have like an Econ or something, or a Snatch Steal or a Geki, and you have so many outs to just clear their boards, and the Farfa makes things so easier. So you go like Tour Guide into this, mill, detach this, mill whatever, special the Graph hand, special another BA out of your hand, make another Dante, get Graph, special, and then if you mill like a Sir or something, which you're bound to, unless you just get horrible mills, but because that does happen sometimes. But he makes your OTKs a lot easier to make. Farfa at 3 clears problem cards off your side of the field so you can make plays, clears annoying stuff off your opponent's side of the field so you can obviously OTK them. Next we're playing the 3 Rubik, the Tuner, because Virgil's amazing and he's just an extra summon sometimes. 2 Calcab, being able to spin like Econs and stuff off your opponent's side of the field and set cards that you just don't want to deal with is really nice. And lastly, playing 1 Alec, 1 Cogna. I'm not playing Fire Lake or Good and Evil, I just wanted to play the extra name, and 1500's obviously a pretty relevant attack just to be able to special out lastly, off maybe double Dante and the Sir. Next we have for monsters is the 1 BLS. Kind of iffy though right now. Next we have for spells 3 Econ. Yes, gold rare Econs. I know I should have got the ultras, but didn't really want to spend too much money on them, but the gold rares look nice. 3 MST, gotta have it because one game this actually won me the game. My opponent was in Nightmare Shark range. He had like 1400 life points left, and I had the Tour Guide and like Graph in hand or whatever. Not that it really mattered. I just had the Tour Guide. And he had a BLS on his side of the field, and I was literally top decking. And he flips Vanities during my standby phase. I'm like, alright, I just lost, and then I draw this and hit the Vanities for, for a game. Next, playing 2 Beginning of the End. This card is absolutely the nuts in this deck, being able to draw 3 cards. You can resolve this card twice in 1 turn if you play it right. Next, I have 1 Regeki, 1 Rank Up. This is the only reason why I'm playing BLS, because it gives you the extra light. Because you can't really rely on the 3 Dantes to be your light fodder, and you kind of really don't want to banish those. Next you have 1 Back to Square One. This card comes in clutch a lot. Next you have 1 Snatch Shield, 1 Allure, and 1 Foolish. Don't worry, I'm getting a secret rare one soon, so I don't have to deal with that ugly one. So yeah, that's it for the main build. No traps. Traps really suck right now. They don't do much to advance your game state in this deck. It's a lot easier to have, your Allures, your Econs, your MSTs, and all your monsters, just so you can make your OTKs a lot easier to make. And you don't have to, waste time setting up your traps and Fire Lakes and stuff. So for the extra deck, standard triple Dante, or Danny as I like to call him, 2 Virgil, 2 Downard, 2 Nightmare Shark. I feel like 2 Nightmare Sharks not necessary, but just being able to have that, just in case, things don't work out the way you want them to, having an extra one's nice. Next I have the 1 Gaia Charger and the 1 Pleiades. I would swap this out with an M7. If anything, I just don't have an M7 right now, because it's obviously you can overlay it over this, or you can Econ a Diamond and throw the M7 over it so they don't get it back. Obviously a really strong play. Next we have a Giga Brilliant, Wind Up Zen Mains, 1 Miserythm, and 1 Acid Golem. Miserythm is actually like a really good play over Acid Golem to get over things like Yazi and stuff, because like you don't have to deal with this sitting on your field the entire turn. because having that really sucks. And this is sometimes just a way better out. Like, you usually use this to go for the Dante Asagol multi-K, and this is just to beat over problem cards. So yeah, that's it for this extra deck. Pretty standard. Next we have, for the side deck, 3 Vanity's Fiends. Kind of wish these were Majesty's Fiends. 2 Flying Sea Maxis. 2 Honest. Now, this may seem like a very out-of-place choice, but when you're constantly making Dantes and Virgils and stuff, like, as your main Xyz monster, and your opponent makes towers, like, you want to have an out to it, and this is probably the best out to have, instead of playing the rank up build with the Chaos Chronomaly thing. This is a much, much easier out to have, and it makes more fodder for your BLSs, obviously. 2 Defusion, 2 Dark Hole to get rid of Flying Seas and stuff you don't want on your side of the field when you don't have the Econ. 3 Fairy Wind for the Cliffworts, and 1 Torrential, just because I feel like this is a strong card to have sided for rogue stuff. So yeah, that's it for the build. Really, really strong, really happy with the way this build works, and like I said, a friend of mine, Billy Bates, just took 13th place at Toronto Regional playing Burning Abyss. Did a lot of play testing with him. All my other friends did. You know, glad he got 13th, got his invite snats and everything. So this is a very, very similar build to his. The only thing I think was different, I think he was playing 2 Night Beam over Raigeki and Back to Square One, which, you know, I guess they're really interchangeable, but like I said, he was going to a regional, so you kind of want to have those Night Beams and stuff because it's an open field. It's just based, for me, it's more based around my locals. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment in the comment section below what you think on the build, what you think about, you know, BA upcoming in the future. I want to know what you guys think about their matchup against Necroz will be, because as we know, that's very soon. I will be trying to get a box of the Secret Forces, and I'll try to get a video of that up for you guys as soon as possible. So yeah, I know I missed Secrets of Eternity. I did manage to get the sneak peek, but no boxes. I will try my hardest. I'll try my damnedest to get a box of Secret Forces and open up on here for you guys to see. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, enough rambling on. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Your support is always appreciated. Winter kills, and we'll see you next time.